And welcome back, everybody. Our sincerest apologies for taking us long to finish this flight. We had some technical difficulties, as some of you may know by reading the community post that I put up last week. It wasn't just a failure of the UPS, it was also a problem with the actual wall outlets, so we had to rearrange the office in order to make everything work. But the brand new UPS is wonderful. I'll be doing a short on that. That will be available to Patreon members only. And at any rate, here we are, completing the first leg of the South American tour from Bogota, Colombia down to Quito, Ecuador. And we're almost at our top of descent, as you can see here. There we go. Activate VNAV. And hopefully it'll catch the VNAV path. There we go. We're going to bring those engines way back. And another way to put it, I guess you could say, welcome back to the 0.92 Mach Club. In a way. So, and now I'm not utilizing auto throttle. It's kind of fun to manage them manually. But anyway, the arrival, I did a short on, it's already up on YouTube, of me hand flying this aircraft into Quito. I put it up there last night, and I just did that to get everybody's attention and to say, hey, we're back and we're online and we got more videos to come, because this South American adventure tour is going to be really unique. A lot of people don't think of South America when they think of radical terrain and things of that nature, but it is. And having been to the majority of these locations in real life many, many times, come to think of Quito, I've been there once, and that's simply because there wasn't a lot of business to be done in Quito. It was just me meeting with a gentleman from the Ecuadorian Air Force, as they wanted to potentially do some business with my company. Anyway, nothing materialized, so I never had to go back. But I can tell you this, going into the new airport, Sierra Echo Quebec Mike, which I believe was the ICAO code for the old one, the old airport, that is. That's the airport that is really iconic. That's the airport that if you look on YouTube, you can Google it. That is the former Quito International Airport. That is the one with the massive mountain on because the wind is almost always out of the north, as it is in Quito. The weather in Quito right now is 70 degrees. Winds are out of the north at 12 knots. But anyway, the old airport is the one where you see those videos of that iconic mountain where the top is covered with snow. And in many cases, if you were going in with a heavy jet, MD-11s used to go into there from Lufthansa Cargo. I believe the Iberia Airlines out of Spain used to fly in there with their A340-500 or the 340-600. Yeah, it was a one-way in, one-way out kind of a scenario, because that mountain is quite large, And so anyway, they did away with that airport years ago, which is why I never got a chance to go there in person. But anyway, the one that we're going to is the newer one, and I was gonna say the newest, but it's the new one in a way. The old one, whatever happened to it, they turned it into a like an industrial complex, manufacturing, that kind of thing. So anyway, this airport is beautiful. The surroundings, the terrain, you're going to see the terrain. It's way more impressive than Bogota, Colombia, and I say that with heritage in my background regarding Bogota. As you may know, my maternal grandfather was from Bogota, and I've been to Bogota more times than I can literally remember. And it's a beautiful city. When it comes down to mountains and things of that nature to look at, Bogota is a place to go. The mountains aren't too high, but then again, remember, your elevation is 8,300 feet. Elevation in Quito is 7,900. So not the highest. We'll be going to the highest one, all the Western Hemisphere, which is La Paz, Bolivia, El Alto International. That sucker is over 13,000 feet above sea level. But just slow it up a little bit. The arrival going into runway 36 is simply stunning. You got canyons on your left side. It's just amazing, and the lower we get, and fortunately enough, we've got great weather. Not just temperature speaking, but with regard to visibility, the clouds are just. This is exactly the way it looks on a typical April day in Ecuador. After Quito, we're actually going to take the Aerostar down to Guayaquil. Guayaquil is a city, Ecuador's second largest city, and it's on the ocean, right on the Pacific. And it's very, very hot. It's the polar opposite of the type of temperature that you have in Quito. But yeah, we'll take the Aerostar down there. It'll be a short flight because the distance is it equates out to maybe 1 hour of flight time in the Aerostar. And that'll be a very, very interesting flight because when we take off out of Quito, we're going to be just about 900 feet below the aircraft's operational ceiling. So that'll be very interesting because we'll basically be descending about halfway into the flight. We'll begin to descend because the terrain does drop off fairly quickly. But anyway, let's get this thing ready for landing. I've already got everything programmed into the FMS, and it's ready for the ILS. Whiskey runway 36. And as you can see, we got a crosswind out of the east-southeast 16 knots. So we get a little bit of tailwind and about 7 or 8 knots. So that is the plan. Already briefed out the arrival, and we're going to be flying over the airport, as you can see, and then we'll be coming in out of the south, and that's simply the way this arrival is designed. I'm going to bring those engines back because I don't trust, even though FlightFX did a pretty good job in making the Citation 10, it just, let's just switch over to standard on the altimeter. Let's double check the altimeter in Quito. One last check of it. QNH 1022, which is 3020, 3018. It was supposed to flip over automatically when I brought it out of standard. Alright, so 3018 on the backup altimeter as well. Cross check that with the FO 3018. Yep, good to go. That will be taking the aircraft off of the LNAV here in just a moment, because we need to do some manual flying. Give you a brief look at what things look like down there. Well, we gotta wait to get below the the cloud cover. But as soon as we do, like I said, it's just absolutely, the terrain is absolutely breathtaking. And I think Microsoft, utilizing their technology, just did a phenomenal job with the landscape coming into Quito. It's really impressive, and it's already, as you can see on the PFD, it's already picking up the localizer and the glide slope. A leveling out of 12, and then we gotta go to 11,200 is the next one. Yeah, I know. And this is where I like to take over. All right. That might be the mountain that is near the old airport. I don't know that for certain. Anyway, switching to nav mode. UR1. And now we can really give it the power to begin to circle in. It's not that big a deal to do the way we're going to do it. You may be thinking, well, you're so high. No. Remember, unlike anywhere else in North America, Central America, Europe, the elevation of this airport is simply pretty incredible. And when you look at the approach weight for the ILS 36, it gives you a big warning. It's a steep approach. That technically it says high angle of approach, but it depends on what chart you're looking at. Alright, let's make this turn nice and easy. Don't have the flaps out yet. We'll leave those off for a while. We want to get enough space between us and the, this is known as a steep turn. We want to get enough space, and I'm trying to show off the terrain is what I'm really trying to do. Just absolutely gorgeous terrain. I mean, look at that. Absolutely incredible. And as soon as we get reoriented here, we'll just keep this nice turn. Let's go outside for just a second. Alright. Alright. Let's get lined up with the localizer. And we'll begin to shoot the approach. Our minimums are going to be 410. I looked at the approach weight, and radio altimeter is going to be 410. Sounds high, but once you see once you see the runway, it's like, oh, interesting. It's not like London City. London City Airport, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. London City, I believe, is a 5.5 degree glide slope. This is only 3.5. So still coming in pretty fast. Alright. Don't need to turn on the autopilot. There's no reason to let the computer have all the fun. Where's the fun in that? And you can see on the FO's navigation display, you can see the terrain. Pretty wild. And if I remember correctly, when I went to Quito, it was from Bogota actually, in an Avianca Airbus A320. And I was seated on the left side, and I was looking out the window, just amazed at the terrain. Having spent some serious time in Alaska, I said, boy, Alaska doesn't even compare to this. Alright, let's get that left turn. There's the localizer. Let's crank up the engine just a smidge. Slat squeeze. Begin to slow us up a little bit. And flaps 5. Flaps 15, please. Alright. This is what this is the money shot right here. Well, not that, but I thought that was gonna give us a little bit of a raise of the seat. Alright, we're gonna bring the power back. Here's a localizer. Glide slope is, you can see the airport right there. Okay, landing gear down. Yeah, the lovely parking brake that always turns on, regardless of what aircraft you're in. Flaps 35, please. The reason I'm coming in from a high altitude is so you can see the terrain. You can see on the left side of the airport that is a canyon. When I was going in there as a passenger about, I don't know, 9 years ago, I saw that canyon or ravine, or whatever you want to call it, and I said, whoa, that's interesting. Kind of reminds me at a glance of Tegucigalpa, Honduras, but Tegucigalpa, that runway is very, very short. This runway, however, is very, very long. This is just over 13,000 feet. Look at that terrain, just amazing. It's really, really impressive. And the wind is gusty. Look at that terrain down there. Just gorgeous. Look at that. Alright. There we go. 2 white, 2 red on the Aussie lights. That's what we want. Kinda want to come in just a shade on the shallow part. Yeah, the engines. Talk about the engines in a minute. And we're coming in fast for a reason. This runway, like I said, the runway can handle it. And the wind direction is right down the runway. Let's see if we can center it up. And touch down right on the V-speed that we need to be at. There we go. Hey, spoilers. And reverse thrusts. That's a little bizarre. It looks like the nose gear is floating. Alright, as soon as we get past the whole short bars, we'll be in taxi. That is so bizarre. Oh, I see. Huh. Bizarre. Alright. Let's see the FBO. I know it's too far left. Some of you actually enjoy watching the control surfaces move. So here's what we're going to do. So a brief and let's see how long it takes the flaps to transition to the out position. It's fairly accurate. And then once it gets to 15 degrees, it slows way down. And the leading edge slats. Let's see how long it takes for those to come up. Right there. Okay. You wouldn't believe it, but some people do actually enjoy that. As do our FBOs at the other end of the field. So let's go ahead and begin taxiing. And I'll get the APU up and running here as soon as get the rest of the aircraft cleaned up. Don't need our anti-collisions. Alright. Yeah, after Guayaquil, I think, because then we'll hop back in this aircraft so that we can get there quicker. But I think the next one following Guayaquil will be La Paz, Bolivia. Like I said, 13,000 feet above sea level. Let me double check if the automated marshalling services want us over there next to the Embraer. I believe that's an Embraer Praetor. Yeah, that van. Like I said, the FBO is on the other end of the field. 747s. It's possible. I saw in Quito at this airport the Iberia A340 600. It was the 500 or the 600 coming in direct nonstop from Madrid. Alright. Let's see here. Don't need that on. Let's go ahead and turn on the APU. Good. And start. Did we get the landing lights? Nope, we did not. I had the engine sync on, and I just wanted to see if FlightFX, if they actually model my, yeah, I'll use that word. If they modeled the engine mismatch, and then you gotta turn on either a fan sync or a turbine sync, and I don't think they did because the engines are always in sync in the first place, so I don't think they programmed, that's the word I was looking for, programmed. Okay, windshield heat, take that off. Alright, I think I see the marshaller. Could be wrong. Let's see here. Oh, wonderful. Which way is he gonna go? You gotta love Microsoft and Solo. Oh, yeah. Any day. Have a good day. Thank you for driving through our jet. Thank you for that. Boy, they really gotta fix that. Anyway. Alright. APU is running. Turn these off. We don't need them anymore. Alright, let's see if they've got see, we could always go to the right. Looking for the people in the yellow jackets. They usually do a pretty good job of being there for you. Oh, Pilatus PC6. Oh, there we are. Where do they want us? That's gonna be a very, very tight, very tight fit. And let's continue going down to spot. Let's see, there's a beach jet. Yeah. Don't think so. Yeah, there's no way we've got. Well, That's, I realize that that is the freight. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Let's go over to parking stand. Okay, I think I see a better parking spot. At least I did. I think we should be able to fit over there. Stand number 95 and or 96. Hang on just a second. There's no way we can fit there. And next that's Cessna 180, 182. No, we would clip the wings. Alright. It's time to make an executive decision, and that's going to be 95 Alpha. That tiny aircraft should be there in the first place. Alright. Here we go. Alright, if they have to move us, they can tow us. I realize this is not where you would park a jet. In reality, you wouldn't park them over there either, in that island where you see a beach premiere citation and the PC6. That's also for freight. Alright, well, I usually go for realism, but we're gonna have to deal with what we have. The radar's off, parking brakes are set. Get the generator and the air coming off APU. And go ahead and go one at a time. Engine 2 off and 1 off. Seal signs. Everybody can race to the door. That's only in airline aviation do people do that. Alright. Running off APU, let's see what's going on. Outdoors. Yeah, like 6 passengers, I think, was on the manifest. Yeah, 6 people. Look at that, they're having it looks like they're having an absolutely wonderful time. In-depth discussion. Alright. Alright. Don't need those lights on yet. Alright. And welcome. Don't worry, the parking brake is being powered by the APU. APU powers hydraulics controls parking brake. So anyway, here we are. Oh, I thought the aircraft disappeared. It's still there. Alright, so anyway, welcome to everybody. Welcome to Quito. Beautiful approach. Beautiful for a beautiful airplane, if you ask me. And like I said, if they don't like us, if they don't like where we parked, well, then they can move us, right? So anyway, welcome. Thank you for the patience on getting this second half of the video finally uploaded. Oh, I'm sorry, recorded and then uploaded because had some electrical issues in the office, and like I said, I had to rearrange everything. Not everything, but some of the furniture here had to be rearranged at Fly Adventures journey. Hope you got something out of it. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. And even if you don't have a question, just have a comment. By all means, please drop it down there. We read every one of them. And if you like what you saw, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. We are now that we've got everything on our end fixed with regard to computer and the UPS using pure sine wave technology. Subscribe, and the videos are only going to get more and more interesting, especially as we do bath sim down here in South America. Believe me, it's a hoot, it's a good laugh, and it's a lot of fun. So, like I said, hope everybody is doing well, and we will see you next time. As for now, take good care of all you, take care of yourselves. Frequency change is approved. Have a good one.